Hi everybody, this is Harry Jacobs and I am the North of 60 Gamer and welcome to North of 60 Gaming. This is Post Office Part 2, or for you English speakers, 2. First I must compliment Canada Post Office for getting back within 24 hours. It's amazing the power of social media when you go out to the social media and you say, Canada Post really sucks. And they did get back to me very, very quickly. The manager of the dispatch or logistics up here got back and said he's going to look into it and talk to the driver about it and see what happened. So he calls me up again later on and he says, well, I talked to the driver and he says he remembers putting 4 packages in the box. And I said, okay, but there were only 3 packages there. Oh, no, there was a big package and 3 little ones. Perhaps he put it in another box by mistake. He says, I'll send him up to check. So he sent him up to check, get another call later on. No, it's not there. I said, yeah, I know it's not there because there were only 3 packages, 3 for my wife, 2 books and a bigger package. He says, well, he clearly remembers putting a package in there. I said, well, the key was in my box, so, and I went up right after I received the email. So if that's the case, then where did the other package go? He signed for it, so he's responsible for it. Well, you told him that he should sign it and put it in the box. I said I did no such thing. Why would I do that? It doesn't make any sense. I'm home. I work from home. I'm here. You had 4 packages delivered. Why would you put them in the box and not just bring them to my house, which is 100 yards from the box? You had to go past my house, in fact, to get to the box. Anyway, be that as it may, he goes, well, in that case, we have to consider it lost and then put a claim into the original company. Now, that would have been fine, which is a big distributor up here, one of the 2 big distributors of games in Canada. In fact, there is really only 2 companies. And I had to put a call out to Board Game Revolution and say, hey, guys, does anybody know who was shipping this? Here's the shipper. What was the game? Because I didn't know. I had to wait about 24 hours, and I got the Solar Sphere from Dronda Games. And so I had to put a ticket in to Dronda Games now to say, Canada Post lost my package. Please send me another game. Of course, the issue with that, of course, is first, we're just coming off of New Year's and nobody's answering emails right now. So, and then, of course, once they have to do it, I'm sure in cases in which the distributor down here gets pallets of these games that are packaged specifically for the Kickstarter. So chances are they probably don't even have an extra copy here in Canada to give me, which means it's going to be another 2 to 3 month wait till Dronda Games gets around to sending me the game. Thank you, Canada Post. Now, I did everything but accuse Canada Post, and I can't accuse them because I only have circumstantial evidence. But if we look at the circumstantial evidence, let's say they said they delivered it at 1:23 p.m. The driver signed for it, so he must have had the package, and because he signed for it. I went up to the box. There were 3 boxes in there instead of 4. There were no other boxes laying around. I took the 3 boxes home, put the key in the box, and then proceeded to try to figure out which game it was and get back to the package. Now, I'm not accusing Canada Post of anything, but you know what? If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck. So somewhere between 1:23 p.m. and 2 o'clock p.m. when I went up to get it, that box disappeared out of the box and the key was in my box. So either that box never got there or somebody stole it out of my box, and why would they leave the other 3? Because they were much more interesting than my box, because unless you're a game player, I doubt very much that you're going to get any value out of that. And if you try to resell it somewhere, I'm going to see it on the site, and I'm going to know you have it. And in that case, then it becomes a conversation with the RCMP to show the proof that they actually owned the game. Anyway, because I can show that proof, because I have the receipts and pledges from the Kickstarter. And I know my local LGS is not going to have it. Anyway, that is the follow-up. It did not end positively for me. So just a waiting game from the distributor and or the manufacturer, publisher, Drawn to Games. And hopefully we'll get resolved at some point. Somebody will acknowledge my email and get back to me and then send me out a new game. I bought Deluxe All In, which is the expansion, the core game, the play mat, and I think there was something else too. There were 4 things, could be miniatures, who knows. But that is it. That is the follow-up. As always, let me know how your experiences are with Canada Post and or other games. I'm certainly interested in it. Subscribe. I do have a game, Thera, coming up, and my version of playthrough of Twilight Inscription is coming up. Like, subscribe. Come join me. Join me. It's like the Evil Dead. Join us. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you later.